We were muted. Good thing somebody's watching. We would have done an entire thing muted. Sorry about that. We just turned the audio back on. Sorry, guys. Okay, yeah. So the old man, Vul, is not going to be hard to subdue, but you have to hold Brighild down for an hour. So all that I said is accurate. So basically, we'll just roll forward. You drag the old guy back. He's trying to get away, but he's an old man. He's not going anywhere. Maybe you sit on him or whatever, but you can drag him back to the fire. So, yeah. Well, actually, with Uhtred with you, actually, if you want to try to move Brighild with Pinesta, so I might have to retcon there a bit. You could do that, but Brighild will get another chance to escape if you let her up for a second. So, if you guys want to risk that.
I mean, I think Kassan would just tie the old man up. Couldn't we just tie these guys up and then, force them next to the fire?
I would need help to tie Brighild up because
that's my
I'm
point.
clever now, but I'm short.
Well,
so.
yeah. Well, Uhtred's going to show up there, so should we tie?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Uhtred wants to try to grab and help, you'll do that. But there's that moment where it's like you have to let go of her, so she'll get one more chance to escape. So go ahead and make a test of strength there, Brighild, to see if you get away or try to get away.
A 6, nope.
Okay, good. Yeah. So essentially, the pirate ship has scared the bejesus out of you all, but two of you, one of you and Vul. Pinesta, you charge out and capture or tackle Brighild. With Uhtred's help, you're able to get her back to camp. So actually, Tony, I retcon that. You don't take any damage because they'll get you back next to the fire.
Okay.
And you basically are freaking out for a while, and the ship's nowhere around. So it takes about an hour or so for you to get to your senses. But we'll say that with the fire nearby, everybody huddled around. Everybody's fine as far as the temperature goes, but it is very, very cold. It's the coldest it's been. It's like around 0 degrees at this point, maybe a little bit colder.
Once Brighild gets back to her senses, she says nothing to him except she looks at him and goes, "Good night," and she retires to her tent.
Okay.
I feel bad that I tackled her, but I say to the rest of the party, but I had to. I didn't know how long she's going to run. She'd have froze to death out there by herself.
I'm sure she understands. We Cimmerian Celts have a little bit of pride about us. Kind of like Vikings, but, we're not Vikings.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to explain to her in the morning.
No, I would say just don't bring it up again.
Okay. Thank you, Uhtred, for your assistance.
Anytime.
All right,
how's Vul, Kassan? Oh, sorry.
No, go again. I'm sorry. I was
just going to ask Kassan, how is Vul? Did you get him back?
Vul's over next to the fire, tied up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you shoved him back in his tent.
No.
Yeah, he actually comes back slightly before Brighild as far as sense-wise. And the first thing he's concerned about is a diamond, of course, which you didn't take from him, so he gets it, and he looks at you and he says, I knew the legend, but I didn't know the ghost ship would be here. Clearly, we must enter the mine during the day to avoid encountering that. Thank you, he says. And he goes back, kind of clutching the green diamond. You see just a glow of it kind of coming up over his face, and his eyes are kind of lit up, and he says, I'll see you in the morning. And he kind of crawls into his tent.
Kassan looks over towards Uhtred and Pinesta and go, "We don't trust that guy, right? We're all in agreement that guy not to be trusted."
Yes, my friend. Did you see his eyes?
Uhtred mumbles. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Uhtred mumbles under his breath. Should have let him freeze.
Now, Uhtred. There's still a chance that he might not go crazy. You gotta give people a chance, my fierce friend.
Huh.
But no, Kassan, you are correct. We will be keeping an eye on our employer for sure.
Excellent. Okay, yeah. So, assuming that you don't need to do anything else, you have your watches or however you're going to do it, like you have normally been doing, and you sleep what you can. The nights are not long. That happened at midnight, so by the time, oh yeah, it gets light about 1:30. So by the time actually shortly after Brighild and Fool kind of come back to their senses, the sun actually starts to creep back up again. But of course, it's the middle of the night as it would be for sleeping, so it doesn't get any warmer with the sun rising though. But the desert begins to calm as far as the sandstorms. The ship doesn't seem to come back, as far as you can tell. You don't see it again. And in the morning, as it would be, 6, 7 o'clock is what time you normally get up. Fool comes out of his tent, and he says, "This is probably a good place to camp. We don't want to get too close to where that ship comes. One of you should stay with me. Then the rest explore forward and see if that is the entrance to the mine. And report back. I'll send." Oh God, I can't remember its name because I've only ever mentioned it once, and of course that's this is the classic thing, right? Where you forget he has a bat. He's gonna send his bat with you. The bat's name is Mordag. He says, "I will send Mordag with you, with whom I can communicate unerringly anywhere. If you need assistance or find anything interesting, just speak to him." And then he kind of he has a little cage that he keeps him in, and he opens up the cage, and this bat kind of steps out and flies off into the air and is circling around.
So I just realized something interesting.
What's
I can
that?
actually only prepare 2 first level spells.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had 2 spell slots, but I actually only have 1 spell slot at level 1 first level spell slot. I thought at level 2 I got another one, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't think you do because you're a pure learner. If you're a cleric, you would. That's the
Yeah. So but I have the bonus, so I still get the I get the bonus. I get bonus one level 2 bonus, which also gives me 1 level 1. So I can still prepare 2, but I've been preparing 3. So now I gotta make decisions.
Okay, that's fine. And you can actually prepare your full allotment. You don't have to worry about the spell that you cast last night because that was before, right at midnight. So I'll say you rested since then.
Okay.
So you should have no problem with that. Anything anybody else wants to do in the morning while you're kind of preparing? We're gonna leave because Rush is not here. We're gonna leave Ultan with the wizard. Let's see. That seems agreed, right?
The tent opens up as you see Brighild walk out, and she's dressed and everything with her spear and her shield, and you see again the red paint across parts of her face that she has put on sometime during the night or this morning, and she looks over towards the employer and says, "We will go. It is what we must do." She looks towards Panesta and Kassan and Uhtred and goes, "Time is wasting. Let's go and see if this is what he seeks." And she says nothing else or mentions nothing else.
All right. Well, you all heard the lady. Let's move out then. Kassan will get up, does a little stretch, and he'll start following behind Brighild.
And she wants to take a donkey. Can we take a donkey with some supplies and the flamethrower on it?
Yeah, for sure. There's 10 of them, so clearly they're going to be needed to load up the tons of loot that you're going to get supposedly. But yeah, you can take them. That's what they're for. So you take one of those with the flamethrower and I guess some digging tools and rope and stuff, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And okay.
And I'm sure we still have the tongs and the gloves with us, right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean you take whatever you think you would need. It's about 2 miles away, so if you needed to go back, you could. But you're able to load a decent amount of stuff on a donkey, especially for a short trip. Which reminds me, I have to get the water. You guys are still in pretty good shape water-wise. You've got about 61 gallons of water left. You started with 100 gallons, so you still have more than half your water. And you still have 10 donkeys. You're doing pretty good. So yeah, you start heading off towards the mast. Weapons ready, donkey and flamethrower. Let's see what we got here. The petrified mast of a Viking longship rises from the desert sands about half-mile west of the river. So you kind of follow the river up for a mile and a half, and then you come off of it. Here lies the buried wreck of Ymir's serpent. Of course, you know that. Let's see. So you see, as you get closer, you see wooden staves sticking up out of the ground. And as you approach, you can see that they're actually the remains of what appear to be some shovels. Looks like there's about 4 or 5 shovels that were stuck in the ground here. And when you pull the staves from the ground, you see the shovels are pitted and rotted. The metal on them, that is the iron, are rusted and rotted out and pitted from probably being stuck in the sand for a long time. And they're arranged kind of in a circle around the mast. You can see where it's partially excavated. But you don't see any entrance that's open. You'd probably have to dig it out.
More digging.
Always digging.
Are the shovels in good condition?
They're not in great condition, but you have shovels, so you know. I mean, you could certainly, yeah. I mean, if you didn't have a shovel, it'd be better than nothing. But you have actual shovels and picks and stuff and rope.
How far is the mast from where we are now?
You're basically right near it. You know, maybe you're like 10, 20, 15 yards from it.
I think Uhtred would walk over to the mast and maybe just kind of put his hands on it and kind of bow his head for a minute, say a prayer for his, his lost Viking brothers.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
Then he'll go back and begin to dig.
Excellent. Yeah. So it looks like right near kind of the center of the ship or the mast is where whoever was digging before is digging. So if you pick up and want to dig in that same spot, that works. The mast, you realize when you touch it, you know that it's super old. It's like the wood is like almost like stone. It's so petrified. And yeah, you guys can dig.
You guys dig. I'll sing you a digging song while you dig.
Okay. So 3 of you are going to dig?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. So it's going to take a little bit longer than about an hour and a half before you encounter anything interesting. So let me roll to see if any dragons fly by. Nope, no dragons.
So we're digging into a mine, right?
Yeah.
So
you're trying to find the entrance to the mine. Yeah.
So the mast of the ship is here. Is there the rest of the body of the ship here as well?
Well, that's what you discover. Yeah. So as you start to dig down, so what you know or what you were told is that the ship had kind of that the ship was basically the marker for the mine. Like it basically is at the mine. So you could dig anywhere clearly, but digging near the ship seems to be the most logical. And where it's been dug up before, but you're like right next to it, yeah. And as you start to dig out, you actually hit an area where there's like planking of the ship, and you realize you're kind of on top of it after about an hour or so. And as you do that, you're thinking possibly like, oh man, we're actually on the ship, and then the sand starts to circle like almost like well, not that you have toilet bowls in Hyperborea, maybe you do. Like it starts to like a whirlpool start to into the ground. So what's everybody doing?
Oh, it's like collapsing.
Oh.
Brigio's going to get out of it.
Okay, you got to pull up out of the hole. What about everybody else?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do. Run up.
Yeah, back up. And if anyone needs help, I would help them out.
Okay. What about Uhtred? You gonna run out, or you gonna go down with the ship?
Oh, I'll go down with the ship. Why not?
Okay, yeah. So if you don't climb out, if you try to climb out immediately, you're totally fine. If Uhtred stays there for a little bit, it starts to and you can actually see this all. Yep. Go ahead.
Uhtred's totally enthralled with this. It's a Viking ship, and it's history for him. So he's definitely just kind of lost in it.
Yeah. So you as you can feel your feet start to slide a bit, and you kind of come down. You can just feel the deck under your feet, and then you can feel there's like a hole in the deck, and it starts to go down further, and you can actually start to see into the underneath portion of the ship a bit. You even see some bones that are kind of stuck in there, and the sand's continuing to rush. And it looks like it's actually going down to some kind of a sinkhole. At this point, because you're there, you could either try to dive into the under part of the ship, or climb back out, or you can just ride the sand down. But if you do, you probably don't know how deep you're going to go at this point because you're getting down pretty far. So just so you know, it's a.
I'm here for adventure. He'll dive down in.
All right, you're gonna ride the sands. All right, that's badass. All right, yeah. So you guys see Uhtred. He's like, and he drops into the darkness. Go ahead and make an avoidance save.
Avoidance. That's something.
Yeah, you want that.
Let's see, 16. That's my number.
Oh, nice, perfect. All right, so you realize that the ground is like literally falling up from underneath you, and you kind of reach and grab, as you feel yourself just dropping, like dropping into a pit, and your fingers grab the edge of the ship, and the ground just drops, and you kind of look down at the darkness, and you see that it probably goes about 30 or 40 foot down, and you're kind of dangling there. As you do that, you kind of like pull yourself up a bit, and you look, and you can see into the hold of the ship these like kind of small, kind of glowing areas, and all of a sudden they start to skitter towards you, and you see that they are beetles that are glowing, and they're moving close to you. What do you want to do?
Oh, you said it was about 30 feet down, you said?
From where the rest of the party is, you're probably about 20-ish. So just so they're basically, you were digging up around the ship, it kind of collapsed around, so everybody up on top can see like a bit of the top of the deck, and there's like a huge hole in the deck, and then it drops down like maybe 10 feet, which where the bottom of the ship would be, and there's another hole there, and that's where Uhtred's hanging. So basically, you can see him hanging there. You obviously don't see the creatures yet. You just see Uhtred up top, anyways.
Oh, we can see Uhtred hanging then.
You can see him, but you can't see the creatures that are inside that are coming at him because they're inside the deck.
Brigio's going to yell at Vanessa and Kassan and go, "Help me tie a rope off to one of these donkeys. It will be stronger than us, and we'll throw a rope down to them."
Yeah, yep, no problem. And Kassan will get on that.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, so you guys run out to do that. Uhtred, you see these glowing things coming towards you. You're dangling. What do you want to do?
Am I strong enough to maybe hold on with one hand and just kind of smash at one as it gets close enough to me?
Yeah, sure. Why not? You're a barbarian. That sounds fucking badass. I am going to say that you won't be able to have your dexterity bonus if you have one for your armor class, and clearly not a shield if you're going to do that. But otherwise, you can definitely do that. Yeah. So yeah. Fuck yeah. That sounds like the right thing to do. That's what a barbarian does. Let's roll initiative. D6. Okay. Oh god. Hey, they got 6 too. What's your dex?
15.
All right, I'm sure it's better. That's why I was excited. Beetles, dex 9. Okay, you're gonna go first. 10 of these things start to skimmer towards you. Yeah, go ahead and make a hit.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah, that hits. I'm sure.
Okay, that would be a negative 1 AC.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm using my fist, I'm assuming. So what's that going to be, like a...
Oh, I thought you drew the sword and did it. You can do it with your fist if you want, sure.
Can I do it with my sword? I don't know if you'd let me use my sword as I'm hanging there with one hand.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, I'm down with that.
I mean, you just...
So that's going to be...
What would Arnold do? Come on.
Right. That'd be 8 damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, so you pull yourself up with your massive bicep, and you hit one, and you shatter it. And when you do, it just breaks, and you can actually see it kind of roll back, and more of them are coming towards you. I mean, they can't all attack you at once, since the only thing they can really attack is your hand. So I'm going to say only 2 of them can actually attack your hand at this point. 13 for the first one, and 18 for the second. And they are... hit die. Okay, do you have a dex bonus that makes your AC 4? Is that why it's 4?
I do, yes.
Okay, so what is it without that? Like, what kind of armor are you wearing?
It'd be 5 and 4.
Okay, so 5. Okay, let's look. Somehow, the first one does not able to hit you. Strangely
Nimble
enough.
fingers.
Yeah, nimble fingers, but the second one actually definitely does. Hits RUC 1. So it bites your finger with its beetly mouth. Oh, wow, these guys do a lot of damage.
Maybe I'll get a superpower.
Maybe. Well, they potentially can do a lot of damage, but it does 2 points of damage as it bites into your hand. Yeah. So you're like pulled up, and this thing's like, maybe your arm's on there if you're using your sword. And it's biting into you, and you can see there's about 9 of these things gathered around and trying to they're trying to crawl over each other to get onto you. So what you want to do?
Is it possible to make a sweeping strike with the sword and kind of scoop them all off so they fall down the hole?
With an extraordinary feat of strength, yes.
I saw that coming. All right, I will try that.
All right, let's roll initiative first. I got a 1. All right, yeah, make an extraordinary feat of strength. Let's see if you can do it.
Oh, nope. I rolled an 88.
Oh man. All right, yeah. They're just like you swing the sword, they're like crawling. You know how like when you're trying to get a bug, and it's like yeah. So you're just not able to get the leverage to do it. And
I think if they're crawling all over him, he'd probably let go.
Okay.
I mean,
yep.
Not even really meaning to. I just think if they're crawling all over him, his reaction would be to start swatting them off him, right? So he'd probably drop.
Very, very, very likely. Yes, with them all over you. But let's see. Let me see if they hit you first. When I say all over you, they have to hit you first to be all over you. I'm just let's see mechanically if nope. Wow. Okay. So perhaps only one of them actually got to you, and probably because you're sweeping the sword across, they all scatter back. That's probably actually what happened. One though does come up and bite you. I mean, you can drop if you want, but you don't have to with only one of them biting you. But this one bites you deeply on the arm though for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
By now, I mean, it's only been 30 seconds because, I mean, it's combat. So, even though it sounds like, but you guys ran to help. So you're pulling the donkey back with the rope, and you can hear the sounds of probably Uhtred grunting and stuff and as he's fighting these creatures as you look down the hole and we come to the next round of combat. So what did you want to do this round? What did you want to do this round, Uhtred?
I would smash at the one that bit me.
Okay. All right, so up top, you guys kind of see Uhtred being accosted by some bugs. What does Kassan want to do?
Kassan's gonna throw Pinesta the rope and take out his bow.
Okay. And what does Pinesta want to do?
Well, if I had catching the rope, I'd say, "You had that tie killed. I'm gonna throw it down to him, and I'll throw it down to him."
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So. And then what about Brighild?
Yeah, seeing Pinesta throw it down, she's just going to stand by the donkey, and get ready when he's got a hold of it to kind of tap the donkey to start pulling him up.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, let's roll initiative, Kenneth. 2 for the bugs. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to say the rope goes down first. So this rope goes flying past you, right next to you. But then melee would be next. But you can obviously change what you want to do if you don't want. If the rope's there now, so if you wanted to.
If the rope's there, can I grab it and slide down?
You can definitely slide down. I was gonna say if you climb up, they're probably.
Does it go to the bottom?
It goes beyond where you are. Sure. It's dark down there, so you don't know if it hits the bottom or not. But the rope's 50 feet long, so
I'll begin to slide. I'll grab it and begin to slide down.
All right, yeah. You definitely do that. So you slide down the rope. Okay. And then I guess press through the rope. You're going to... Brighild wants to pull you back up, but you're going down. And I guess Kassan's going to shoot an arrow. Is that your plan?
It was, but can I change my plan?
Of course.
If Kassan's going to grab the rope and go to... If he sees Uhtred going down the rope, then Kassan's just going to be like, fuck it. And he's just going to, jump into the pit, grab the rope, and chase down after Uhtred.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely do that. Okay, so what about, I guess Pinesta and stuff. Did anybody up top want to do anything else? The bugs actually are going to get to go before you guys can change what you're doing because, that it would be second phase. Bugs, a couple of them anyways, drop off the side. They seem to, fall off the side after Uhtred. And of course, one went with him because it was on his arm. Then Kassan grabs the rope and slides down. What's Pinesta and Brighild doing?
I'll look back at Brighild and say, "Our party seems to want to go down there."
Yeah, Brighill's fixing to tap the donkey to bring Uhtred up and sees Kassan, start going down the rope, and she looks at Panesta and goes, "What is the fool doing? We're supposed to be pulling Uhtred up. Where is he going?" And she's just going to stand there, not just confused by everything going on now.
Okay. All right, yeah. So you guys slide down the rope. Of course, it's dark when you hit the bottom. You do actually get to the bottom. It is at the bottom, as you said, but it's not completely dark because one beetle's went down on Uhtred. Actually, let me see if it can maintain its hold on you. Yeah, it actually one stuck to your arm, Uhtred. It actually bites into you deep enough and actually does 2 points of damage. So it's still on you. But two more also kind of like went off the side. They just kind of climb down. You can see them climbing down the shaft, so there is some light down there as Kassan slides past them. And you find yourself standing in a cavern. It looks like a dug-out cavern. Of course, there's sand everywhere because a bunch of sand fell down. It's pretty dark, even with the bug on you, so you can't see much, but you can definitely see that you're inside of a... let's see. Yeah, sand is piled everywhere. It's a pretty narrow space, so I'm going to say the light, because the light from the bug shine about 10 feet. It's about a 10, 15 foot wide space that you're in, so you can actually see that it looks, and again, it looks like man-made. And you can see that it goes off to the east and to the west. To the west, though, it's only like a chimney. It's like a small, like 3 foot square, like bricked in area. I'm just giving you a quick description because you're seeing this really super fast. But you're standing on flat ground, limestone as it would be. And there's one bug stuck on your arm, Uhtred, and you see more crawling down, Uhtred / Kassan. So what do you guys want to do?
I would.
Yep, go ahead.
Uhtred would pull the one off his arm and kill it.
Okay. How about Kassan?
They're crawling down the rope.
They're crawling down the wall.
How many are there?
You see two. Besides the one,
Quickly, light a torch.
I'm. Kassan's gonna cast light on a spell. Yeah, I'm gonna do a spell.
Do the spell. Okay, perfect. Up top, Brighild / Pernesta. You hear them land at the bottom, and Uhtred yell out, "Light a torch!" And what do you guys do?
Well, I think they may have found the mine, Brighild, or something else.
Yeah, and from the top, you see these bugs crawling down. You see at least two, and you see some. So you see actually a few more, kind of at the edge, looking like they're about to start to crawl down.
We must secure, though, if we're going down, we must secure this donkey or find a better place to secure this rope. Is there a way to secure the donkey, stake him out there for him to still have the rope around him and not, pull the rope up after we go down?
Yeah, I mean you're pretty close to the mast. You probably could wrap the rope around the mast, which would then hold the donkey there and give you a way to climb down without.
Yeah,
it'll lift the rope. It'll lift the rope up off the ground, maybe 5-6 feet, but it's still it'll still be fine. You'll still.
Yeah, that's what Brickhild, and she'll ask Vanessa to help her this round. Help secure it so we got a way back out.
Yes, I would. Yeah, I would definitely help you do that before I climb down.
All right, makes sense. Yeah, okay. So go ahead and roll initiative, Uhtred, as this bug's on you. It got a 3.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so it's going to try to attack you. It got a 12, so it misses. The other two can move down and attack, but that means they'll go second phase, so you can actually attack first, Uhtred, and Kassan can do his spell first.
Obviously, I'm not going to slash at it with my sword if it's on my arm, so I'm just going to rip it off and maybe throw it on the ground and stomp on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I rolled a 12. AC 5?
AC 5 hits, actually, yeah. You could do like a D4, I'll say, plus strength bonus.
2. All right, hold on 1 second. I don't have a D4 out. Let me get it real quick. I'll just do this.
I actually always try to plan on telling people to roll the die they don't have.
Three.
That's nice. 3. All right, 3 plus what's your strength bonus? Do you have one for damage?
That's with my strength bonus.
Okay. Yeah, you throw it on the ground and stomp on it, and it still is up. It's it starts to scatter away. Your spell goes off, Kassan. Are you just casting it in the area? What's your plan with the spell?
I'm gonna cast it upon Uhtred's sword. Light.
Okay.
I'm casting light upon his sword.
Yeah, it's probably laying there on the ground, or maybe it's whatever next to him, because obviously you had to slide down the rope, so you might have dropped it or whatever. Yeah, you do it. It's close enough to you to do it anyways. So yeah, you cast light. Your sword begins to glow, Uhtred, with the light of a torch. And as that happens, the two that are up top scurry down, and they're going to attack. Let's see. Odd will be Hassan. Evil will be Uhtred. The first one attacks Uhtred, misses. And the second one attacks Hassan and misses. So now there's 3 of them down there. One of them is injured. Yeah, they seem like they're out for meat. So they seem aggressive. So what does Uhtred want to do?
I'd pick up my sword and swing if I can.
Yep, definitely can do that. Hassan?
I'll stomp one.
Cool. Up top, you see this light shine, and you look down the hole as you're securing the donkey, and you can see that your friends are engaged in combat with these like large beetles. They're probably like almost like a foot long, and they have these glowing glands on them. You see there's several down in the bottom with them. I mean, you can't really take the time to count them, and you see maybe a half a dozen more starting to climb down the wall towards them.
How big is that opening down there? I mean, is it like if we go down, it's going to be crowded, or?
It's like 10 foot. It's almost 10 feet.
Oh, so it's going to be crowded then.
Well, I mean, where they're standing is bigger than that. The hole in the ground is 10 feet. But it will be crowded, yes. It won't be like packed, but it'll be crowded.
Brighill will look towards Panesta and go, do you think them two can handle that, or should we go down and crowd in with them?
I think we should go try to help them.
Well, I will go first then.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to slide down the route? Okay, so let's roll initiative, Uhtred. 2 for them.
Yep, 2 as well.
Okay, so you guys go first. So you got one that you just slammed on the ground, and 2 that are kind of scattered around there, and you see more coming on the wall as well. So which one are you targeting there with your sword there, Uhtred?
One of the uninjured ones for now.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be AC 2.
That hits.
Okay. And that's going to be 6 damage.
Dead. Yes, you slice into it. It splays its blood, and in glowing goo all over the wall. Gassan, make your stomp.
Okay. Whoosh. Armor class 8.
Now, you hit it, and it's harder than you thought. Maybe you hit it on the glow gland. Yeah, more of them are climbing on the wall. But there's only 3 down there with you now, so the other ones will go the second phase. And also, you'll get down there second phase, guys, as you're sliding down. So the first one's going to attack. I'm just going to do it this way again, because they're all over the place now. Okay, that's going after Uhtred with a 17. That's going to hit you. That's probably the one that you've been fighting the whole time. Ooh, these guys are not nice. 7 points of damage that time. It bites into you deeply. Yeah, and then the one on Gassan, or maybe on Gassan, yeah. 11 is going to miss you, right? Because your AC is
5.
5. Yeah, that'll miss you. Okay, yeah. And then the other one's dead, and the rest of them are climbing down. So by then, Brighild will be at the bottom. So if you want, did you want to attack any of the ones on the wall as you're sliding down the road?
Yeah, I was going to say, can Brighild, she would have had to shoulder her shield anyway to climb down, but could she reach out with her spear point and try to stab one with her spear on the way down?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she'll try to stab one on the wall that's going down next to her. Oh my gosh. I miss.
Okay.
I give up.
No, you need a different die. All right, yeah, so you stab into the wall, but they're just scurrying too quickly. You can't really get down there. What about Panesta? What's your plan? You could again. You guys actually have initiative, so you'll get down there. You could attack one on the way down as well.
Yep.
If you'd like.
I will do that with my sword. If I can.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Ooh. That's armor class 0.
Well, that hits.
Right. We're only one-handed, so D8. 8 points of damage.
Wow. Vanessa's like a killing machine lately. Yeah, so you slice one and the glands explode. Some of the glow gets on you and stuff, and it falls. The carcass falls to the ground. But the other 5 of them just creep down. 5? 4 of them creep down. Okay. We are into... They get down to the bottom. That's all they're going to be able to do this round. But now, by the time everybody gets down there, So this area is 10 foot by about 20. No, 10 foot by. Yeah, 10 foot by about 25 ish. You guys can kind of scatter out a little bit if you want to fight from the ground. You see that to the right, basically, beyond the kind of area where everybody's standing fighting these beetles, it goes off and opens up into a larger cabin. So once everybody's down there, you can spread out a bit if you want. I mean, you're kind of in the midst of a fight, so I'm not going to get too much into detail, but you could actually spread out if you'd like, because you're kind of close otherwise. You're going to be like on top of each other, as Brighild had noted. But what is the plan of Uhtred?
I'd like to pull my shield off my back.
Okay. How about Kasan?
He's gonna drop his bow and pull his falcata.
Okay. I mean, you can do that and then attack the second phase. It's fine.
Okay.
Same thing with the shield. Brighild?
Yeah, she's not going to worry about her shield. Her concern is to spear these deals, so she's going to use both hands with her short spear and try to spear them.
Okay. And how about Panesta?
Yep, melee.
Okay, that's fine. That's probably good too, because if you guys scatter out your attacks, it makes sense in a small space. All right, so let's roll initiative. Uhtred. Ooh, they got a 1. Okay.
6.
Yeah, so you're gonna go first. So I'll say we're gonna have Brighild go first.
Yeah, she's going to take her 2 attacks this time, and with double-handed, we'll try to get the one of them. Oh my gosh, I switched dice, and it was worse than the original one.
Oh god.
One of them's going to hit, though, like armor class 0, and
Okay.
it will do 4, 6, 7 points.
Okay, yeah, you spear one. One jumps away, you hit another one, you kill it. Panesta.
Yep, I'm gonna try to swing at one. Armor class 3.
That hits.
Or 4 points of damage to that one.
Okay. You slice into that one. It is not dead. It like scatters back a bit. Okay. They're gonna get to go before the other 2 attack because you guys are taking a movement for the first phase. So there's a total of 5 of them left because you didn't kill that one. So I'm just gonna go like this, same as before. They're scattered around, biting whatever they can. So I'm just gonna roll randomly on each one. The first one is going. Oh, hold on. I should roll D4 because there's 4 of you, not 6. There you go. Okay, the first one is going. Well, that's a 10. That's not gonna hit anybody. 2. That doesn't hit anybody. Oh, that's a 20 on number 4, which is Uhtred. Oh man, these things do not like you, Uhtred. That's a crit. Oh, but a 1 though, so it does a +2 damage. So let's see. 2, 6 points of damage. Oosh. These beetles are not messing around. That was 3. There's 2 more of them. Oh my god. A crit against Brighild. That's just 2 crits in a row.
I'll be, yeah, well, it don't matter. It's crits.
Yeah. 1 is, so it's only going to do +2 damage. Oh, no, not a d20 damage. That's the wrong game. 6 points.
All right.
Yeah, these things are tougher than I thought. All right. There's 5 of them up, and now it is your turn to attack Brighild. No, I'm sorry, Uhtred.
I will, seeing my friends drop down, I look at them all and smile and say, "Welcome to the party." As he swings, I hit with a 18. So -1 AC.
Oh, that hits.
Ooh, nice. 13 damage.
Okay. Yeah, that
I got 8
delivered.
I get an automatic +5 to damage, and I rolled an 8. So
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that obliterates one of them. Okay.
Smashy, smashy.
Kasan.
Kasan during that second phase is trying to swipe at one with his falcata, but he will miss again.
Okay. All right, there's 4 left. One of them is injured. Everybody's kind of down there now. I'm not saying because it's a small space, unless I think we're gonna have to do what we just did there. You'll have to alternate, but you could decide the 2 that attack first if you win initiative or however you want to do it. I'm assuming everybody's gonna melee, or is somebody gonna do something else?
Nope.
Okay, so
Melee.
initiative. They got a 4.
4 as well.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go first. So it won't matter. So you all get to attack anyways. Well, 2 of you will get to attack, then they'll get to go, and then 2 will attack. Because, like I said, you guys spaced it out because of space. So who wants to go first?
I'll wait.
Okay.
I mean, does it matter by weapon class or not? Anything or?
I mean, I'm just letting you guys decide. If you want to do that, then probably no. I'm just gonna say you're taking turns. In fact, it probably makes the most sense to do exactly what we did last round. That way, it's kind of like. So let's just do that. So I'll have Brighild and Panesta attack first.
All right.
So Brighild.
Let's see. Look, I know that's going to hit. The armor class 4 for 8 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you cut through another one. Panesta. There's 3 left.
Yep, armor class 5
Hits.
for 6 damage.
That kills it. You finish that one that you were fighting. There's 2 more, but they're going to get to go before the 2 go. So let's see. The first one's going to miss with the 11. And the second one is got a 13 on the third person, which is 1, 2, 3. That'd be Panesta. Let me see if that hits you. Your AC is 5. 13 hits AC. Oh, AC 6. Just misses you. Okay.
Nice.
There's 2 left. Uhtred, then Kassan. So Uhtred.
19, 3. -6 AC.
That hits.
Drop my hold on, I just dropped my D8. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Now I hit the floor. Have Kassan go. I gotta find it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Nat 20.
Nice. Roll a d6 for the crit.
Okay. 2.
2. All right, so you do +2 damage.
+2. All right, and all right, my Falcata does 1d6. So 1d6 +2. Okay, 7 damage. Nice.
Nice. All right, yeah, you cut through one. There's one up. Did Uhtred find his die? What's the mystery here?
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
All right. Wow. Okay. Yes, you smack into this last one. It just spreads all over the wall. The goop. A little overkill there in the damage.
Since technically, like Uhtred went first, like I like to imagine, like the very last blow is Kassan finally hitting the one he's been trying to hit the whole time and kills it, and he's like, "Ha! I killed one!" And he looks over at Uhtred, and it's just like blood and guts everywhere, and Uhtred's just like, "Good job."
Nice. Yeah, you're like catching your breath, looking around this cavern. So what you've got here is let's go to roll 20. Bum-ba-da-ba.
Uhtred, heavily damaged, looks at his friends and smiles, and he obviously he's happiest when he's fighting. And thanks for coming, guys. And,
Well, at least I managed to light up the place a little bit.
Yeah, you can definitely see. Let me get the light.
It's
Magic.
like it's a little dimmer than bright than a sun. It says
Dimmer than the sun. It doesn't say torch. It says dimmer than the sun. Okay, so it's pretty bright.
it. Yeah, it says a little dimmer than sunlight.
Okay. That's fine. That's about what it lights up. So what you're looking at, you guys can see that, right? You're on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Getting there.
Can never make this work properly on the stream. I gotta figure this out better. Oh, I should look here. That's good enough. Okay. For people that are watching. Just in case, because when you're watching it, I want to make sure they're looking at the right thing. All right, that's good. So, where it says 1 in that little circle, that's basically the hole in the roof where you just came from. So you can see off to what is the left side of the screen, which is the west. There's a thin passageway. It's about 3 foot. It's square, clearly man-made. It's bricked up, like it's a brick passageway, almost like a chimney. To the room that you're standing in. Let's see, you're in number 2. Sand is piled about the foot of this stone-pillared gallery. So it has stone pillars, as you can see. To the east is a graded slope descending to a larger cavern. So that's to the right. The slope, which is notched with cart tracks. So they put notches there. So if you're rolling a cart down, you don't like it just goes. It's got like a it slows it basically. They're notched backwards, basically backwards stairs. I lost my place because I had to explain all that. But on either side, there's ledges. That you can walk, so you're not walking on the tracks if you want. To the west is a 3-foot diameter brick-faced tunnel that I just told you about, the chimney. You can actually feel, now that your body temperature starting, you were sweating as you were fighting, and you can actually feel the warm air coming out of there, which is maybe a little unusual because it's about 0 degrees up top. And you see, kind of laying in some of the sand that's clearly like pushed its way down with you guys through the hole. You can see a scattering of some coins. So in other words, there was something in the ship that when you guys broke through that scattered down. You see some coins, some silver coins, kind of scattered around on the floor.
Yeah, Brickhill will look towards Uhtred and go, are these something that your ancestors, is this something they used? And pick up one and hand it to them.
Yeah, sure enough. They are actually marked with Old Norse runes. They're very, 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 very old silver coins.
Uhtred takes the coin and bites it. Yep.
Yeah, they're 100% silver coins. I mean, they'll spend just like regular silver coins, mechanically. So, however, if you wanted to take the time to collect them up, you certainly could do that. Or you could just move on. It's up to you guys how you want to proceed.
Yeah, Brickhill, after Uhtred says that, says, well, maybe we should not disturb the belongings of the dead quite yet and venture forth on what we're supposed to find.
Okay. It's up to you guys what you want to do.
You said there's warm air coming from from
the brick tunnel. Yeah, sure enough. Warm air. The rest of the place feels, the whole place feels a bit warm. But as you're standing there, you can feel the warm air kind of coming in, almost like if you can imagine, this is a modern day reference, but if you have like a heater, like forced air heat, like you can feel, it's not quite like that, but you can feel warm air coming up. So the space is warm because it's being filled with heat from that area. But it's definitely coming from there. And of course, like I said, to your right, you see those like cart trails or cart stairs or whatever you want to call them, into the thing, and you can see it goes down deeper into the space. You just can't see very far because where you are. I guess if you stood right at the edge to see as much as you can see, I'll give you as much as you can see. So if you stood right at before you go down, I won't commit you to going down. I won't commit you to going down yet. It goes down, down into a cavern, basically. That's what you see so far. So what you want to do? Silver
obviously,
coins, sand.
This was for a mine, so good job, guys. We found it. But I don't know which way. Brickhill, what do you think? Towards the warmth? I don't know if these diamonds actually give off warmth or down.
Vanessa, I know you have made some unwise choices in the past, maybe with some of the men that you, some of the men that you speak to, let's put it that way. But I know you're definitely wiser than to go down a small tunnel with warmth. I mean, what if you go down so many feet and you get flames all against you? That is not a wise choice, I think, at this point. I say we go down these stairs and see what lies that way.
I agree.
And it would seem that our good Viking friend has a light source here on his sword that has been provided to guide the way.
All right. Yeah.
He'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, well, I don't want to speak for Kent, but I'm assuming Uhtred's going to go first. Well, how, assuming that is the case, what's the marching order besides that? Like who's going
Well,
behind?
unless Kassan wanted to go second, Brickhill, I guess we'll go behind him.
Yeah, Kazan will follow in the back. I mean, he has his bow, so he's usually probably most useful in the back.
Okay, so Uhtred likely, then Brighild, and then Panesta, and then Kassan.
That sounds right.
Okay. Okay, and you're going to make your way down these stairs. So yeah, or you can walk along the edge if you'd like. You can basically see that this part. You can't see my mouse. Oh, actually, what if I touch here? Can you see that? No. Hold on. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you saw, yeah. Yeah, so those are the cart stairs. This right here is like a ledge, basically. Like, that you would imagine people would walk on, like a path that goes down as well. So it's not stairs, it's just like a smooth path. So you could either, it's pretty thin though, but you could walk on that or you could walk down the stairs. It's up to you. The stairs are a little bit awkward, but you can certainly walk on them if you want. Which way you want to go? Stairs or pathway?
I'm going to go stairs.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming you're all going to go together. So, yeah, you guys can do that.
Uhtred says you'd go first.
Yep, I heard.
You were voted. All right, cool. So this natural cavern is clearly worked into a grade. So like the walls and stuff of it are natural, but clearly the grade is in fact been like sanded out, or however you want to describe that, to create basically a steady slope that's manageable to walk down, of course, and also for carts to go up and down. And you make your way down. It's limestone. It's kind of there's this like weird like damp coolness. It's not frosty cold like it is up top, and it's also a little bit weird that it's damp because of course you're in the desert. So it has this like bit of chill in the air, but also like a weird warm chill. So it's warmer than it should be, especially with all your furs and stuff. You probably feel a bit warm, but at the same time, it's almost like wet, so it feels like not soaking wet, but a little bit damp, so it feels a little chilly for that reason, if that makes sense. It's like that real feel thing. Like, it's probably like 10 degrees warmer down here than up top, but it feels just as cold because of the dampness. So this natural cavern was worked to gradient to accommodate the mining operation. Clearly, you can see the cart tracks. There is, you see at the end, a 10-foot diameter shaft. Its lip is built of stone blocks, rusty brackets, and the remnant of a windlass indicate that an elevator system must have been here, but it has since been rusted away and it's gone. So you would see here that when you get to the end and you look down this hole, which I'm assuming you're going to do, at the end of the cavern you can like climb up if you want to crawl in like this caves to go further. But you can clearly see here that there's a shaft that was likely an elevator shaft, and of course it's rusted away and gone. But as you peek in with your sword, since your sword's lit, you can actually see that there's like rusty iron. Basically a ladder, rusty iron bars in the wall that could be used to climb down, if you'd like.
I heard this in a story once. Be careful not to knock anything down the shaft.
Well, the wise choice would be to continue on, though. There are things that lurk in the dark there that we don't want to be stuck in a shack with.
Or you say we continue on down back up the path? Because I mean, this looks like the end of the
No,
cavern.
we can climb on this ledge.
Yeah, you could. There's like a ledge about 7-8 feet tall that you could climb up and try to continue to the west.
Good eye, Brighild.
Yeah.
Is it west?
You can, sure. You want to start to climb up there?
I'll look at the party.
Did we bring any like tools or anything with us?
Yeah, with the donkey. I mean, you didn't. I mean, it was kind of a bit of a rush to get in at this moment. So I'm assuming that that no,
I mean,
like
Uhtred,
you didn't
Uhtred
carry
probably,
it down.
Uhtred probably had a shovel when he was in the hole.
That's true, right? So whatever Uhtred was holding in his hand, he probably had.
Oh,
But
maybe a shovel.
Yeah. Does anyone have a lantern? Because we could like lower a lantern down that shaft just to see how far down it goes. We could use like a rope to like lower a lantern down there.
No lantern, only torches.
Nope.
All right. Well, I'll light up a torch and I'll throw that down the tunnel then, the shaft.
Okay. You could definitely do that. When you do that,
Here comes the dragon.
Yep.
Here comes the dragon. Okay, so you're able to do that. You drop it down. You're making me look to see what's below that. Okay, so it falls down about 50 or so feet, and lands on the floor of another room. Let's see. What would you see? Bottom of the elevator shaft lies into the cavern. Let's see. Actually, you drop it down, Crystal. Roll a d6.
Nice. 5.
Okay, yeah. So you drop this thing down, and it hits the ground. It kind of bounces a little bit and flickers a bit, but stays lit. And you can see that there's like a cavern, much like the one that you're standing in, below you. It looks limestone. I mean, you're looking down a 10-foot hole, down 50 feet, so you can't see much around it. You basically can see right below it, which is essentially. So you don't know how big the cavern is or anything like that, but you know that there's another limestone cavern down there. You do know, though, from doing that the tunnel itself, like with the rungs in it, goes down about 30 feet, and then there's about a 20-foot drop after that. So you'd need, to get all the ways down, you would need some kind of rope.
Well, we'll have to remember that when we get our supplies later. Let's just go ahead and continue up that tunnel, as Brighild said.
Okay. Yeah, so you step up, and hold the sword up. You kind of climb up here and you hold the sword up, and you can see that that this goes forward into this like really like pockmarked limestone wall, into like a cave that's very damp, for what you can see as you're kind of climbing up there.
Okay. Onward, I suppose.
You want to go into that cave?
Yeah, we'll step forward.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d6, Uhtred.
3.
Okay, you're not surprised as you kind of step out there and through the pockmarked holes. These like black, nasty, gross, slimy centipedes start to coming out at you. So, yeah, they're about to bite you up. So I think at this point we're going to just have you roll initiative. Since you did it last time, Kenneth, we'll move on to somebody else. Crystal, roll initiative for the group as the centipedes come crawling out of the wall. They got a 2.
You'll all be proud to know that I rolled a 1.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh boy.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
welcome.
so these centipedes come ripping out of the hole. And you see who they're going after. First one is going after Uhtred, which I guess makes sense because you're right there.
I have my
Oh, you
shield
know
on now.
I just realized I have everybody's pictures in the wrong spot somehow. Huh. I don't know how that happened. We'll deal with that in a break. Okay, missed. Second one, the 6 of them, goes after. Actually, so the first one actually went after Brighild. The second one goes after Uhtred. I'm going to go by the names, not the pictures. Then one goes after Kassan and misses. Wow, these things are terrible attacks. Another one goes after Brighild and misses. That's 4. Well, they like you, Brickhill, even though you're second. I guess that makes sense. And actually, there's a couple that have creeped around the back because one goes after Kassan and misses. So you see these things just come up out of the holes. You guys are standing up in this relatively small area, kind of looking in to see what this thing. I would say you're not even all up there yet. You're probably like, this is pretty small. I'm gonna say that by the time they come out, only maybe 2 of you have actually climbed up. So probably like Uhtred and Brickhill are up here, and Panesta and Kassan are still down here getting ready to climb up. And these things come out of the like little holes in the ledge, and then also out of the ground. So I didn't ask everybody what they were going to do, but I'm assuming that you're all going to just attack these things that are at your feet. But if you want to run or something, you can obviously decide what you want to do.
Yeah, Brickhill's not going to attack. She's going to see Panesta and Kassan behind her and go, move back. It's too tight up here. And she's going to move back into the bigger room.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of, you can like, it's like a 8-foot ledge. So you can just like jump down if you want. I mean, you got plenty of movement. Past them and go right past them. What about Kassan? Do you have these things right on you? You're in the middle room, of course.
Could I like back up and fire my arrow?
Yeah, you'll just go second phase, but they won initiative anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. So yes, you can.
Okay. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do then.
But you'll only get one shot. But if you move and use a bow, you only get one shot.
Yeah, that's fine.
As opposed to Panesta.
Melee.
Okay. Well, no, go ahead. You can go ahead and go. Because I already did their attacks here. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, they're
I
right
screwed
there at
that
my
one up.
feet, right?
Yep. Well, they're kind of near your chest height.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
Ooh, that probably doesn't hit though. Armor class 7.
Armor class 7 hits.
Oh, nice. There's 8 points of damage.
That cuts one in half. And it drops, leaving only 5. Uhtred.
All right, I will swing. And that is AC -1.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Next damage, 13.
Okay, you chop another one in half. Okay, yes, there's only 4 of them left at this point. Before I do anything, let me roll them around. Because they're looking for free food. They're not. You're not an easy target. All right, nope, they're still on it. What's everybody going to do this time? I'll take the action. Sorry, I did it wrong last time. Brickhill, you backed away a bit. Are you standing in that room?
Well, now that she's got more working room, she's going to melee with her spear.
Okay.
How about Kassan? I didn't get fire.
Yep. Sorry, go ahead, Kassan.
That's fine. What is it for short range? What do I get? A +1 or +2? I'm trying to look it up right now.
I don't think you get any bonus for short range in this. I think you get a minus for longer ranges. Yeah, short is
Okay,
0.
no penalty. All right, yeah. Okay, yep. All right, cool. So I still get a +2 because of my dex. Oh, cool, nice. All right, so that is it's armor class -1.
That definitely hits.
For let's see, 4 points of damage.
Oh, nice. Okay, that kills one. Okay, so at that, I mean, we're still going to roll initiative, but it actually seems like, because I'll give them a -1 on the morale because you killed more than half of them, they actually look like they're about to retreat. They're going to crawl back into the holes. But of course, if you win initiative, you can do what you want. So what's everybody's plan? Brigild's going to do melee. Kassan, what are you going to do this round? If you...
Shoot my bow.
Okay, Panesta?
Can I get to
Melees?
any of them?
Oh, yeah, they're all right around you.
Yep, melee then.
Uhtred?
He'll defend himself.
All right, so I mean, assuming you guys win initiative, otherwise they'll be inside the hole and you won't be able to get to them. So Kassan, or Crystal rather, roll your initiative, d6. They got a 2.
We got a 5.
Excellent. All right, you go first. So in this game, melee goes first. So Brigild.
Yep, she'll try to spear one of them before it gets back in its hole.
Okay.
Yep, armor class 1 for 6.
Dead. Nice. Kassan. Oh, no, actually, no, I'm sorry. All the melee goes first. Pernesta.
Alright, I will hit. Or try to hit. Ooh, yeah. That hits armor class -2, so yes.
Ah, nice.
For 7 points of damage.
Dead. And Uhtred, there's one more.
Let's see, that's going to be AC 0
Yeah.
or 9 damage.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Before these things come out, try to bite at you, and then you slash away at a bunch of them. Then they're like, "Whoa!" But before they can get away, you just cut them down, and all's quiet again. As the dead bodies of these black centipedes with orange bands are just lying on the ground in front of you.
What's the rules for being able to recover an arrow?
No, you can't recover the arrows.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, because you shot basically in a small limestone cavern. It definitely broken.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? I mean, normally we'll play it by ears. Basically, I guess the answer to that question. What do you guys want?
Cautiously move forward.
Okay, I mean, if you climb back up into that spot to see what else you can find in there, you look around for a few minutes, and you can see that that it seems to be basically a dead end. In fact, you would imagine that most of this natural area here, it was actually eaten away by these centipedes over the years and years and years. Because remember, this mine has been closed off for something like, over 100 years. So, this is basically you've reached the what you would imagine to be the end of this this galley, as it would be, or gallery.
So it's down the shaft or back the way we came?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, yeah.
Looks like we're going to get the shaft, guys.
I do worry, Brighild, that you're right, that we shouldn't be caught in the shaft, but I don't know if we have much choice.
Well, the best thing is we just go one at a time, and once one of us reach the bottom, the second one goes. We don't want too much weight on those ladder in case it was to collapse.
Yeah, it looks pretty rusty.
Shouldn't we just tie a rope off and climb down the rope instead?
You can do that too, but have it secure that way. But still, one at a time.
Yes. Well, I'll tie off a rope, and Uhtred, you have the glowing sword. If you want to go down first.
There's a torch down there too, right? Is it still lit? Or
Yep. Yep. The torch is still sputtering down there. Yeah, for sure.
But I'll climb down first.
He's
Cool.
the little torch that could.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, you're going to need to
Have a rope.
have a rope. Yeah, when you get down to the bottom, because otherwise you won't be able to get the rest of the way unless you want to drop 20 feet. But I'm going to guess that you don't want to do that. Okay. And because I'm obsessive, I'm changing everybody's pictures back to the way they should be. So. I can't help myself. Hey, didn't you say that last time, Crystal? Everybody's picture was in the wrong spot. And I said that too. I'm like, oh, everybody's pictures is where they were last time, so I didn't have to change it. Oh gosh, I should have remembered. So sorry. Yeah. All right. So for anybody watching, now you know what the characters look like. It's like when you read a book and you think a character looks a certain way, and then all of a sudden they look completely different. You're just like, what? So yeah. Okay, this is what they're supposed to look like. All right, back to this. Sorry. So Uhtred's climbing down. Do you tied a rope off anyways at the top, or are you going to tie it off only at the bottom rung? What is your plan for rope wise?
If we have any iron spikes, I'd rather just smack a spike into the ground and tie it to that spike. I don't really trust those
Up top?
rungs. Yeah.
Okay, that seems legit. Yeah, so you climb down. I mean, maybe utilizing both things, but you're never putting too much weight on the rung, so it's not a problem. But yeah, I mean, as you kind of work your way down, you do probably think that Kassan was smart there, because a few of the ones, especially with some of the heavier of you step on it, like Uhtred, you can definitely feel they're a bit loose in the wall. So yeah, it's probably a good idea to use the rope to help get yourself down there. And you do. You make your way down, and it goes down about 30 feet in this 10-foot tunnel essentially, and then you find yourself dropping down into a larger gallery. Let me just make sure. Yeah, this place is. Oh, I'll move you. Let me move you to the next map. Da-da-da. I finally got it. I finally got it centered, and now we're gonna move. Da-da-da-da. I moved you guys, right? Yeah. All right, so you drop down, Uhtred, and you see this. So this space is at the bottom of the elevator shaft lies another cavern. This one is moist and presenting greater limestone deposition, hence formation of stalactites and stalagmites. So in this cavern, you got all the. It's looking much rougher. Basically, it's damper. There's more limestone dripping. To the west, there's another. Oh, I must have you upside down. No, to the west. That's right. To the west, there's another one of those 3-foot bricked-in kind of tunnels, and again, warm air is coming from it. Although not as warm as the upper level. To the east, you can see that you get that same deal with the cart stairs. The main difference here, though, is a lot of the stairs are almost like filled with limestone deposits, so they're like barely stairs anymore. Like if you were actually trying to move a cart down them, I think they would probably start to roll because it's definitely filled in. Because this cavern's got lots and lots of stalactite, stalagmite action going on here. And that's basically all you see from here as Uhtred drops down. It's quiet except for the dripping of the water, very, very slowly. Maybe you hear like a drip every once in a while from the limestone. And slowly but surely, the rest of the party drops down into this this large area. And yeah, what are you doing?
If I turn to the west, do I see a tunnel going off to the left, to the west there?
That's about as far as you can see without starting to walk down.
Okay.
I mean, you can walk down there if you want, but that's I put you like standing in the center of the flat level. That's as far as you can see.
I'll walk that way. I'll walk to the west.
Okay, yeah, sure. You start to walk out there. Reveal. You know, it starts to reveal. Roll a d6 for me.
I'm at. Okay, so I guess which way is what? I guess okay.
West is. Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't walk that way really because it's 3 foot. You can crawl. You're talking about this?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's like a chimney. I mean, you can shove the sword. You can shove the sword in there. I mean, it inclines up, although not. Well, hold on. It actually is pretty steep, that incline. I mean, you can easily climb up it. It's not really a huge deal, but you're a big guy. I think you'd have trouble getting up it.
I don't see anything up there anyway.
You know, not in the handful of feet that you can see. It just looks like, but it does look like it's not like there's just brick around the outside like a fireplace. Like if you look up it, it's literally a bricked tunnel. Like it's a man-made tunnel.
Okay.
I mean, it could be climbed pretty easily, although it is steep, and it would be difficult for a bulky warrior such as yourself.
Sure. Okay, east it is then, I guess.
But a nimble thief / cleric could probably do it.
Yes, but as Brighild pointed out, we might run into flames that way.
Maybe. I mean, little. Speaking of flames, you're not carrying the flamethrower, right? Because you never took it. It's up there with the donkey. That's just the rest of your stuff. Okay. All right, yeah. So, yeah, you start to move down. Again, this is a slope. This one you gotta be a little bit more cautious on, like I said, because there's like lots of limestone deposit. But go ahead and roll a d6 there, Uhtred.
Okay.
5. You are not surprised. You're probably like, yeah, I'm not surprised. When from the ceiling, and somehow, Brighild, probably you have flashbacks of other lives that you've lived as spiders drop from the ceiling.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah,
Let's
as
see.
some giant spiders drop from the ceiling. There
Let's
are
see
4
who
of them.
dies tonight.
Yeah, yeah. 4 giant crab spiders come down the walls. I don't think giant crab spiders have webs, so they come dropping from the ceiling to attack. But they do not surprise you, so we'll roll actual normal initiative. But what does everybody want to do? Brighild, you see spiders dropping. What do you like?
I mean, yeah, they're like right on top of us, right?
They're coming from the ceiling. I mean, you're not in melee combat with them right now, so if you wanted to move or something, you certainly could do that.
Can we see like what's on in front of Uhtred, or is it still pretty dark? I mean, like, do we see if that goes into a room, or it's still pretty dark on up there?
You can see that it looks like it's narrowing, but probably can't see much more than that without getting closer.
Shoot melee then.
Okay. How about Kasan? You gotta use your magic vision again, Brickhill. Kasan.
I mean, I guess that torch still on the ground?
Unless you picked it up. You're not really where the torch is. Currently, the party is... You started to move forward, so you are... Let me get my little pointer. You are... Let's see... About right here.
So yeah, he would have picked it up.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say he's in the back, just kind of following. Maybe like every once in a while looks behind them to make sure they're not being followed or anything.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, you see giant spiders drop down. What do you want?
Oh, sorry. Can I throw the torch into their web?
You don't see a web. There, you see spiders.
Okay. Am I in bow range of them?
You are, but you're holding a torch. So
All
if you
right,
wanna
drop the
use
torch. Yeah, drop the
Okay.
torch. Use the bow.
All right, so you're gonna missile. Okay. Panesta, what is your plan? Spiders are dropping from
Yeah.
the ceiling.
Melee.
Okay. And Uhtred?
Melee.
Okay. So even if actually, so it's actually Panesta. It's Nikki. You roll initiative. Even if they win initiative, don't let me forget that you should go first. Brighill, because you're using a spear, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right. They got a 4.
6.
All right. Well, you're gonna go first anyways. So melee first. They come forward. I mean, I'm just gonna let Brighill go first anyways because she has a spear. So Brighill, a spider approaches you. I'm just gonna put 1 on each of you.
Armor class 8.
Armor class 8 does not hit. It barely
All right.
bounces off its hard carapace. Spiders have carapace? It does. This one does. Podesta. Spiders
Podesta.
upon you.
Oh, spiders. Armor class 6. So,
That hits.
alrighty. 8 points of damage.
8. All right, you cut deeply into the spider. It does not kill it, though. Uhtred.
16. Armor class 1
That hits.
for 9 damage.
Nice. You cut deeply into the spider. It does not kill it. Huh. It's unusual for Uhtred not to kill a spider. It does kill something immediately. It feels weird to
And the
say
la-
that, but
The last spider I didn't kill in the first hit either.
that's also true. Yeah, it's just relatively unusual because he's a badass. Sorry, Panessa, you did how many points damage? 8,
8.
right? Yep. Sorry. Apparently, I'm going to need a piece of paper for this one. The other one I did in my head, but this one, even though there's fewer of them, if I feel like I need to keep track of it better. All right, so yeah, they're going to. You're switching weapons, Kazan, so you'll have to go the second phase. So they're going to get to go first.
I couldn't be carrying a bow in one hand and my torch in the other.
Right, but you have to drop the torch and then reach behind you and get an arrow. You don't have it ready.
Okay. All right.
You know what? I mean, maybe you're fast enough. I'll let you do that, but you'll have to take a -1 on the attack.
Okay. I hit armor class 4 then for 2 damage.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Okay. You like quick draw it, and yeah. It does not kill it, unfortunately. It is wounded. And all right, here comes the spiders. Okay, spider against Brighill. Misses. Spider against Kasan. Misses. Ooh. I feel like this die only crits and misses. Although Panesta, that's a 14. You are armor class 5, right? That hasn't changed since I last did it.
Correct.
14 hits armor class 4. It just barely hits you. Okay. So you get bit by a spider. See who sat down beside you. D8 damage. 2 points of damage from the spider bite.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a death save. Poison.
Death save. Okay.
Yep. So poison death. So remember, poison can be the reason why it's specifically poison is it can be modified by if you have a Constitution bonus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, drop my dice. Hang on.
If you look under your
Yeah.
con, you might have a bonus for poison.
I do not.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, I fail.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, you take 8 more points of damage
Okay.
as the poison goes deeply into your system, making you go, ow! And
Yes.
the last one against Uhtred rolls an 18, which is going to hit because Uhtred has your same AC. No, he has better AC by 1 than you. Yeah, by 1.
Don't forget I have my shield now, so it's back to 4.
It's 3, right?
Or 4, yeah, 3, sorry.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me look actually see if you're 3 better than her. Hold on. So an 18 hits an AC of 0, actually. Okay, it hits. It hits, unfortunately. 2 points of damage from the spider bite. It'd make a death save.
Uh-oh, I missed.
Oh no.
Didn't make it.
Okay, 5 more points of damage from the poison as it rips
So
through your
7 total?
veins. Yep, 7.
Ouch.
Okay, the spiders are gathered around you. They're hungry. They're like, the beetles didn't eat you. The centipedes didn't eat you. You're mine. So what's everybody doing? Brighild.
Spear attack.
Okay.
Good times.
Kassan.
Back up and shoot another arrow.
Okay. So you'll just get one shot with the bow if you do that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Pinesta.
Melee.
Okay. And Uhtred.
Melee.
Okay. Let's roll initiative there, Nikki.
Alrighty.
3 for the spiders.
4.
Ah. Excellent. So melee attacks first. Brighild.
Oh, a nat 20 on one. And
Nice.
the other one's going to be like armor class negative something.
All right. So give me a d6 for the crit first.
A 4.
Nice. You're considered a fighter, right? So 2 times damage. And no, you're a magician subclass, right? Or are you a fighter?
No,
subclass?
I'm fighter.
Yeah, you are
Warlock's
fighter. Okay. Yep. So double damage. So roll your die.
That'd
double
be
it.
8 on that attack then.
Okay. Does not kill it. So let me have
And
a
the
second
other one
look.
will be 6. So
Okay,
14
that kills
damage total with 2.
Nice. Yep. All right, you and kill this spider as it falls dead. This poor innocent spider that was just trying to get food for itself. You kill it in cold blood. Pinesta.
Yes, and I'm going to try to kill mine as well. Armor class 2
Yep.
or 9 points of damage.
Oh my god, dead. Big time dead. Yeah, you cut into it very cleanly and it falls to the side. Uhtred.
All right, first swing. AC 2
That hits.
for 7 damage.
Okay. It's dead. You can separate your attack, but the second attack will have to go in the second phase. So the spider will get to go first if you want to move in. Assuming Kassan doesn't kill the spider.
I'm poisoned, right?
No, I mean, yes.
So Vanessa and I,
Yeah,
yes?
if you want to do your poisoning thing, you can reduce that damage. Yeah.
yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay, that's fine. But that'll be next round no matter what you do, because you can't do it in the middle. I mean, no matter what. Yeah. Okay, Kassan. Shoot with your bow.
Kassan, yeah, he misses completely.
Okay, yeah, the arrow goes flying wild. Okay, so the spider's going to attack Kassan because it's on you. It rolls a 4 and misses terribly. So coming into the next round, we've got Brighild. You've killed your spider. There's one on Kassan, though. Looks like it's about to eat him. Kassan, there's a spider about to eat you. Pinesta, you are poisoned, but also there's a spider that's about to eat Kassan. And then Uhtred, you're going to take care of your poison, right? That's your plan? Unless you change your mind. Okay. All right. What's Brighild doing?
She's going to move towards where Kassan is, to the one that's attacking it, and attack that one.
Okay, Kassan, what's your plan?
I'm gonna drop my bow and use my falcata in the second phase.
Okay, fair enough. And Prenesta?
We'll attack the one that's closest to me. The one that's attacking Brighild, probably.
No, there's only one on Kasan.
Oh,
Yep, there's only
I'll
one
take
left.
that one. Only one left, that's right. I'll take that one.
Yep, okay. And Uhtred's doing his poison, right? So go ahead, Nikki, and roll your
Initiative?
initiative. Yeah. 6 for the
Ugh.
spider.
One. One.
All right, it's gonna get an attack on Kasan before anybody can move to help. Misses by a mile. Man, Kasan's just like, what? What? Okay, so Brighild? Make your attack.
She's not gonna hit with 2 on the die.
Nope. Prenesta?
Ooh. That's armor class 7.
Hits.
Hits, okay. Look at that. 10 points of damage to the spider.
Nice. Fantastic. So Kasan drops his bow. You draw your weapon, and before you can even get it out, Prenesta has chopped the spider in 2. Go ahead, though, Uhtred, and make your poisony doodaddy thing that you do. Suck
3
the
and
poison
6.
from the wound.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you can actually reduce that 7 points of damage that you took from the poison. You can take that away.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And now that the combat's technically over, sorry, Kasan, you didn't get to kill your own spider, but Prenesta, she's a spider hog. You could also, if you want to try to suck the blood out of Prenesta as well as the poison, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
Sounds all like, thanks for getting that spider. I really appreciate it. Then he turns around to find Uhtred sucking himself.
Well, by then he's sucking on Prenesta. Probably got a big bite right in your leg.
Rolled a 3 on that one.
Is that successful?
Yeah, 3 and 6.
Okay. Yeah, so you can reduce that. What was it? 8 points of damage you took from the poison there? Prenesta?
Yes.
Yeah, you no longer take that 8 points of damage. Uhtred has relieved the poison from you.
We'll make that adjustment. Thank you, Uhtred.
As you spit the nasty poison on the ground in the damp limestone cavern, and look to the right, you see a large rusted portcullis, and at that, why don't we take our break? Because it looks like it's just a little bit after 9.
All right.
Does that sound legit?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll come back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, 6 turns.
Okay, perfect. So we're back. So 6 turns is an hour. So your torch, let's see, let me do a little math, or your thingy, I should say, your sword. You're about halfway through that spell. You've been traveling. It's been probably half an hour with all that combat and a little bit of exploration. Um, you moved down. Oh well, I guess from where you're standing, just because of the nature of the fight, I just moved you over a little bit to add a little drama. You can see a rusted, a very large rusted portcullis. Portcullis. If you were to continue to go down the slope, you have killed the spiders. You
Brickhill
don't see
looks at
any more.
Uhtred and goes, "Do you think that you can bend those bars?"
I can try.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you guys head down there, reveal more. Because your light goes 30 foot, so you can see that it carries on for quite a distance, definitely further than your light goes, and you can see that on the sides here, that you can see columns. So it's a well columned area. Let me just look and see what we got written here. Let's see. You guys were just there. Let's see. At the east, a latticed iron portcullis, bolted with rust, bars the entry. So you can, there's a portcullis there, as I mentioned. There's also a sign hanging on it. It is tarnished and etched with nearly indecipherable characters, but they are actually written. Does anybody speak Ixian?
Nope.
Okay, so they're written in Ixian. You've probably seen Ixian before. It's Ixian. Just like I can't speak a number of languages, but if I can see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's French or whatever. You can just tell. Yeah, you can tell it's written in Ixian. You have no idea what it says. If you want to try to lift it, just mechanically, it'll take an extraordinary feat of strength, but up to two people can combine their scores if you want to try to lift it together. Beyond the portcullis is a more completely like man-made, bricked walled, smooth. I mean, the floor and ceiling is still limestone, but it's not. But it's like bricked around, so you don't see all the stalactites and stalagmites, and it's definitely much more built, if for lack of a better word.
Well, Brighild and Uhtred, if you guys want to try to lift the portcullis, I'll try to spike it with a spike so it'll stay up. And Pinesta, you can spike the other side.
Sounds like a plan.
Walk up to it and inspect the various vertical pillars of the portcullis. Are any of them weaker than the others, or like rusted through, or?
I mean, the whole thing has a decent amount of rust all over it. You mean like you want to try to smash it versus lifting it straight up?
I'm curious about structural integrity.
Well, as far as grabbing it so it doesn't collapse on you, you can find a good strong spot to hold onto it. It's basically a lattice style, so it's not like just the bars going up and down. You've got like crisscross.
All right.
Yeah. But overall, it's rusted, but seems pretty firm. Like if you pull at different areas, it doesn't look like it'd break away without like a lot of effort.
All right. Brighale, you want to give me a hand here?
Yes, let's put our backs into it.
So you said Peter?
Lift with your knees, not with your back.
My feat of strength is 8.
I'm 32.
Well, hold on. You're a fighter subclass though, right, Tony?
Yep.
So you should be able to add 8 to that.
Yeah.
Right? Because it isn't one of your primary attributes strength. So I believe, I could be wrong, let me just quickly check before I say that for sure. Because I think we messed that up before, we didn't add that to people. Let's see, let me just check. Yeah, and warlocks. So because that's one of your prime attributes, you can actually add 8 to that. So if it's 8 because your strength is 13, 14, then it's actually 16.
Yeah, my
Alright.
strength's 14, so.
Okay, so it'll be 16. So just make a note of that. And Uhtred, you should also have added. What's your strength? You did add it actually.
My feet of strength is 32%. My strength is 18.
Okay, so you actually have 40 because you're a barbarian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So between the two of you, you're 56%. That's pretty good. That's very good.
All right. Oh, jeez.
Oh
83.
my god. Yeah, you. It's really. I mean, you'll be able to open it. Obviously, I'm not gonna. Oh, that's it. The adventure's over. You can't open the. It's gonna be a hell of a strain. It's gonna take a while. So you're like lifting it and it's opening. I'm gonna say, actually, roll a d4.
Give me your D4. One.
All right, you can only get it up about a foot. Once you do, it actually like you're getting ready to spike it or whatever. You don't have to. It literally like jams into the ceiling and like it's just like stuck there. Like it won't go up any further. It won't come down either. It's basically stuck at 1 foot. So you can get under it
anyway.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can definitely crawl under it. I think 1 foot you can crawl under it. Yeah, you can crawl under it. It's just enough so you can get under a foot, foot and a half, whatever you want to say it. But you won't be able to like lift it any further. Like you think you'd have to come back down with other tools and rip it off the wall if you want to get.
Sorry, guys. I'm feeling pretty weak at the moment. I'm taking a lot of damage today.
That's true.
I told you lift with your knees. We'll get it up later.
You still should put your spikes above there in case it was to collapse while we're in through here.
Oh yeah, we would. Yep.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're feeling weak, so you didn't lift it in a very gradual way. You basically like jammed it really hard. What just happened there? So at this point, you've got it open, but you're gonna have to like crawl under it essentially if you want to get through.
This expedition is not going very well. All we've run into is creatures and things that have blocked our way. We have found nothing that our employer wants and nothing that seems of any value.
But we're not dead.
Maybe there's some kind of release mechanism on the other side.
You want me to crawl through?
You are the smallest.
Well,
Or is that
pretty sure that's me.
maybe you're the most agile?
Yeah, and so yeah, Kassan will, he'll crawl under.
Okay. Yeah, you crawl under. I mean, and you have that torch, right? So you basically can see a little bit further once you get underneath. It looks like it continues down. You know, you don't see a release on this side. What you do see actually is the rusted out remains of what appeared to be some kind of hooks on the wall. So basically, it was probably lifted up by probably several people. You know, and once it got up high enough, it was like hooked to stay up. But the hooks have rusted off.
How much longer? Like, how's my torch flicking?
Your torch it also burns for about an hour, so it is about to burn out probably in the next 10-15 minutes.
All right. Is there like a sconce on the wall or something I could put here?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So Kassan will say, I'm not seeing any mechanism. Maybe a few hooks here that might be related to it, but it looks like it takes several people.
Well, then I guess we're crawling. And I'll crawl underneath. What's the bat doing? Do we have a bat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the bat has been following behind you at a decent distance, and probably like just as you think of the bat, you turn. You see that it flutters down and flies under and lands, on the ground in there.
Kassan's gonna say, "Hey, bat, go ahead for us and check what's down there."
It just stares at you.
He is not your pet to give orders to.
I thought the old man said that like it could do things or could understand us and stuff.
He is here for the employer. He's not here for us.
Well, whatever.
Maybe we need to sweet talk it. Mordag, be a good bat and go scout for us, will you?
He just stares at you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Uhtred will squeeze underneath the portcullis if he can.
Yeah, you can. It's tight. Obviously, you're probably the biggest party, so you squeeze under.
You calling me fat?
Well, muscular, 18 strength. I mean, Brigild's pretty tall and stuff too. You're also going under, Brigild?
Oh yeah, she should definitely go under.
Oh yeah. Yes, you guys all get under. I mean, you're talking to the bat. It doesn't seem to. I mean, it's clear that the bat can understand you, but it doesn't seem to. It's not going to. Even if it could scout ahead for you, it couldn't talk to you, so it's not like it.
Come on, Uhtred, while they play with toys here of trying to get a new pet. Let's continue forward.
Flap your wings 3 times for yes.
The bat kind of flies back and lands on the portcullis and just kind of staring at you all.
Yes,
please don't take that. Bring that portcullis down. We would like to get out of here eventually.
You hear a rustling sound from the darkness to your right. It kind of, at first it sounds like metal kind of like clanking together and scraping on the limestone floor. And then you see in the darkness a dozen green glowing kind of lights, small lights, about maybe the size of a quarter. And it probably takes a second for it to register in your brains that there's not so much a dozen lights, but 6 pairs of lights. As out of the darkness you hear and footsteps start coming towards you.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, we trapped ourselves on this side.
Yeah. And breaking through the darkness, you see 6 Vikings. They seem to be dressed as Vikings. Their armor is rusted and beat. They're holding chipped hand axes. They've got like where their beards are, big chunks of the beards are missing. And their eyes are glowing, and their skin is ulcerous with sores. As they approach you, it's shrieking, and they start to bite their shields as they're coming towards you. So yeah, they may be like 20 feet away from you. What do you want to do?
Quickly, back under the portcullis.
Brighild thinks about seeing the ship of what it did to her the night before, and she sees these figures, and she says nothing. She just like that, and she goes back under the portcullis on the other side.
Oh, you're gonna try to crawl under? Okay.
Yep.
Uhtred, you're also trying to retreat under the portcullis?
Yes.
Okay, what about Panesta?
Yeah, yes. Back under the portcullis.
And you're turning undead, Gaston?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we could all fit under the portcullis anyway. So.
No, you're not gonna be able to all go at once. It's gonna be one at a time for the most part, maybe 2. Because you're gonna have to go lay sideways. It's about a 10, 15 foot area. Maybe 2 of you could try to go through it once, but it'll be more difficult. In any case, right? You're gonna not all go through. You're not all gonna get through this round. That's for sure. So we are down to who hasn't rolled initiative yet? Tony.
Yep, I have not.
All right, it's all on you, Tony.
Now, this D6 has been rolling high all night, so why don't you
All
get a 1 now?
They got 2.
I got 5.
Hey, all right, you guys go first. Yeah, so I mean, if there's 2, well, movement goes last. Actually, I think. Let me just quickly check this. I think your spell's gonna go off, which would be, yeah, your spell will go off. Your turning undead will go off first. So go ahead and turn undead. Kassan.
I rolled a 2, which is up to level 2 on my thing. Like my level 2 is a 4 and 12. My level 3 is a 1 and 12. 1 and 12. So I do not get that, but I get the up to level 2.
Oh, nice. Let me
Um,
Let me look up.
but I can't remember how many I'll get to turn worth. Trying to find it real quick.
It doesn't list their undead level. Okay. Yeah, you hold up your holy symbol and recite the prayers to Rel. Others are running. So who's going to try to scroll? Are you all going to try to go at once? Because if you are, you're not going to make it.
I can tell you for the record, Brickhill is going to push her way to go first.
Okay. Pernesta and Uchi going to let go first, or are you going to? So just mechanically, this is how it's going to work. If one person goes, that's fine. If two go, then you're both going to have to make a test of dexterity. And if three of you go, you're going to have to make an extraordinary test for all three of you to make it through.
Well, Panesta's probably not panicking like Brighild, so I'd probably let her go first.
Okay.
I will stand.
Okay. So, I mean, there's two phases, right? So the first phase, Brighild to get through because you guys won. The Berserkers are going to move forward. The second phase, Podesta, you can crawl under if you're going second. So two of you can get through this round, but it'll be after the set phase. Okay, so Brighild, you get underneath, and these things charge forward. They do not seem to be frightened of the god Rel as they move forward to attack. There are 6 of them, and they look pissed. So they're going to move up on y'all. And I guess there's 3 of you on that side, so you're going to get 2 each. So here we go. Whew, I'm just going to go down the line. Make my life easy. Kassan. Miss. I don't know what these. Second one. Kassan. 13. Ooh, that might hit you.
Let's see, 5.
AC 5? Okay. Yep, that hits. It hits AC 4, actually. Okay. So you get hit by a... Oh, roll a d4.
1.
Oh, no. Okay, it bites you.
Okay.
Yeah. Make a saving throw. Versus death.
I just made it.
Okay.
I hit on my number.
That is good. That is very, very good. You also take damage. Of course. You take 3 points damage. But, but that's good. Okay. One is going after Penesta. Misses. The 5. Another one after Penesta. Misses with the 5. 2 5s in a row. Uhtred. Ooh, 13. Which hits AC 4, I said, right? Which that means it misses you. And another 13. Wow. That's so weird. I just rolled 2 5s and then 2 13s in a row. Okay, yeah. So to the comp to Uhtred, you're able to knock back. And same thing with Penesta. And you're able to crawl under. So as we end the first round, Brighild, you're on the other side of the grate with Penesta. Uhtred, you're still on this side with these 6 zombie berserkery Viking guys, and as is Kassan. So what does Brighild want to do?
She's going to set her spear there, like when they come up there where she can poke it through the portcullis hole and, stab one with a spear.
Yeah, you definitely can do that. I mean, you can probably definitely do that this round even. They're pretty close to you because they ran up to attack Uhtred and Podesta, who are right there. So Podesta, you're on the other side. What are you going to do?
You think I can magic missile through the holes on this thing?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, wand of magic missile.
Okay. How about Kassan?
Spell.
Okay. And Uhtred?
Melee.
Okay. Tony, initiative. 2.
3.
All right, you guys go first. Uhtred, since you're in there with them, I'll let you go first. Melee.
All right. Okay, that's going to be AC 3
That hits.
for 11 damage.
Oh, nice. Okay, let me roll this guy's hit points, actually. Let's see. You said 11, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That takes a big chunk out of this guy, but does not kill him.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're not. These guys are Vikings. They're not messing around. Okay, so who else is in there? You're doing a spell, Kasan, so you'll go second. I guess Brighild will go next. Brighild.
Well, I got a question. Like when she got on the other side, if she wanted to drop her shield and use the spear two-handed, that'd be second phase attack or not?
No, you could have done that last because you actually
Yeah.
went through the grade on the first phase. So you could have switched the last time. Yeah.
All right. She's on a two-handed spear through the deal.
Yep.
It's got to hit. Let me look. Yeah, armor class 1 for 7.
Okay. Yep. That definitely hits. Actually, let me do it this way. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it stabs into it. It's pretty strong, so it doesn't go down. And then we've got Kasan spell. Go. What are you doing? Kasan?
Crystal's muted.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't know that you were. I was muted. Okay, so I'm going to. I'm gonna say, Rail, bind these foes that we may have advantage against them. And I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
And it says I can cast at a group as many as up to 4 individuals can be affected, beginning with those closest to the primary target. Each target is allowed a sorcery saving throw to resist the spell, but if a single target is selected, it's made -2. So I'm going to try and do like as many as I can, and
Okay.
so they'll each get a sorcery saving throw. And if they fail, they're held.
Excellent. Let me just make sure what their save is. Okay, sorcery saving throw. First, okay, so it's up to 4, right? So you got to roll D4. Or is it you just pick
As
4?
it says, as many as 4 individuals may be affected.
Okay, so then 4 because there's 6 of them. So, I'll say it targets 4 of them. All right. Well, first guy rolls a 19. So that says that's a save. As many as 4. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say if there's 6 of them, I'm going to roll for all of them, and as many as 4 can be affected. So 1 got held. 2, 3. Oh, nice. 4. Yeah, 4 of them got held. 1 broke, 1 wasn't, and the other one wasn't affected, and the other one I'm not going to bother rolling because you can only roll 4. So 4 of them freeze in place. Yep. Okay. Excellent. Well done.
Nice job.
And magic missile. Wand.
Yep. The one that wasn't held. I'm gonna shoot 5 at that guy.
Okay.
So each missile does 4, so 20 points damage to him.
Okay. High or low? Because it's 2 that weren't
High.
held. High? Okay. It blasts the heck out of him, but he's still somehow standing. And that's the end of that round. Now, there's only 2 that are still functional on that side. And they are going to... Hold on. Everybody went, right? Or did I skip Uhtred? No, Uhtred went at the beginning, right?
Yep.
All right. And Uhtred and Cassandra on the other side, so 1 each. These guys are going to come at you. Okay, against Uhtred. Oof. 18. That's going to hit you. I have to look. Okay, roll a D6. Roll a D4 there, Uhtred.
Okay. 2.
2? Okay, good. So it actually hits you with a kind of a blunt axe for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And Kassan misses you. Actually, which makes sense because that was the one that got magic missile to death. So it comes charging at you, and it's like, and it like swings wildly past you. Okay, so coming into the third round, we've got two of these things still active. We have Kassan and Uhtred on the other side of the gate, confronting them, and the other two on the other side of the gate. What do you guys want to do?
Can Brickhill like seeing that the ones that are frozen? You know, she doesn't know exactly what happened. She knows somebody cast a spell, but can she like reach in and stab one of the ones that are frozen?
Yeah, you can stab the one that you stabbed before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two really close to the gate for sure, because those were right up there before. But yeah, you can definitely stab the one that you did. Okay, how about let me do this so I can actually see everybody. How about Kassan? What's your plan?
Kassan's gonna pull his silver dagger and attack one of the active ones.
Okay. Perfect.
Preferably an injured one.
Yeah, there's only two that are active, and only one of them is injured, and it's the one that's on you, so that probably makes sense. How about Penesta?
I'll use the wand again.
Okay. And Uhtred?
If I wanted to go under the gate,
Yeah, you can do that. If you win initiative, you'll get under there before they attack you.
I'm going to do that. Unfortunately.
That makes sense. Okay. Let's roll initiative. Tony.
Oh no, it's all on me. Oh no, a 2.
Oh god, they're going first. Okay. All right, there's two of them. One on Uhtred. With the 2 misses you as you dive to the ground to roll under, and one on Kassan with a 12, which hits AC 5, which does not hit. Oh, does that hit you now? AC 5? I have you down as 6 for some reason.
Yeah, I have a 5.
Okay, so it hits you. All right, so roll a d4.
3.
Okay, so it doesn't bite you. It actually swings at you with an axe, which is still pretty heavy. It hits you for 5 points of damage.
Ow. Okay.
Yeah, as you stagger back. Okay, so going into melee, so that'd be you, Kassan, the one that's on you that just hit you.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to hit him with my silver dagger, and I hit armor class 4.
That hits.
And that will be only 1 point of damage.
Oh no, it's still up. Okay, whoosh, that's not good. All right, Brickhild, you can do your melee.
Yeah, she's gonna do her 2
Yeah.
spears. Try
Yeah,
to
I mean,
thrust it into that one.
Yeah, you can basically just kill it. You don't have to roll. It's
Okay,
held,
yeah.
so yeah, you do.
Yeah,
that.
she's just gonna keep stabbing it until she makes sure it falls.
Okay, I'm sure that's fine. I mean, maybe just roll damage.
Let's see, 6 and 7, so 13 damage total with 2 attacks.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. So it drops just after the second attack, and then magic. So magic missile. Yeah,
right.
There's the one that was on Uhtred that has not been hit at all, and the one that Kassan just stabbed that's still standing, but very, very, very hurt.
Very hurt?
Yep.
All right, I will send 2 missiles at him.
Okay. And what about the other? You can send them to different people, of course. You got 2
That's
zombies.
right.
You got one that's not hurt at all, and then one that's very, very hurt.
All right, I'll burn 5 more. I still have a few charges left. So I'll send 3 at the one that's not hurt at all, and 2 at the one that's very hurt.
Okay.
3 plus 4 points damage for each missile. So 8 to the one guy and 12 to the other guy.
Okay, so the one on Kassan gets blown apart, and there's one standing. It's still up. It's very, very hurt. And Uhtred, you slide under the gate, leaving Kassan alone on the other side. So to come into round 4, what's everybody doing? Kassan's there by himself. On the other side, there are 4 of these things that are held, and then 1 that's active. Okay, Brickhild.
She's gonna stab whenever one it's held, you know.
Okay, makes sense. How about Kassan? What's your plan?
Kassan's in full fuck it mode. He's gonna melee the one that's still there and active.
Nice. I mean, yeah. Go down like a hero. Pranesta.
Seeing Kassan alone now, we'll slide back under the gate.
Okay. With the plan on meleeing it?
With the plan on, yeah, I would get my. I also have a silver dagger, so
Okay.
with the
Yeah,
plan
yeah,
on
I'm just trying to
attacking the
figure it out.
active one. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. And Uhtred, what's your plan?
I would stay kind of on the ground and swing at the feet of the one that's still moving around.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of well, we'll see if it wins initiative. It's gonna be too far away from you, but otherwise we'll see because it's gonna charge Kassan, of course. Okay, let's roll initiative. Tony, 5.
Oh, 2.
Oh, all right. It you know, you guys get ready to come onto the gate to assist Kassan, but this thing charges at Kassan, biting its shield, all Viking-like with its glowy green eyes. It rolls an 18, so that's gonna hit.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
1.
Oh, okay. It bites you for 3 points. And go ahead and make a death save.
All right. I failed.
Okay. Yeah, it bites into you, and you can just feel like this heat kind of rush through your blood, and you just immediately start sweating. Like you can just feel yourself within seconds. You're sweating, and at the same time you're cold. You're as cold as you were when you were out in the 0-degree weather, but you're sweating, and you're just like, you know, like freaking out. Well, I don't know if you're freaking out, but yeah. So go ahead and make your attack because melee goes first.
Oh, nice. Nat 20.
Nice. All right,
So-
roll a d6.
This thing like bites into him, and Kassan says, "Let me show you what Rail would do."
Nice.
And I roll a 2 for my crit.
Okay, so that's as a thief, that gives you a +2 damage. Okay, so roll some damage.
And a max damage as well. So 6 points of damage as
Nice, that's it.
Kassan just like guts this thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what you needed. That's what it had left. So,
Oh,
yeah,
really? Nice.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He just he stabs it in the stomach and like runs the like blade like up and like under its rib cage, and then just like knocks it down into the floor.
Yeah, it falls. Podesta slides underneath, and you see that there's just a handful of these things that aren't moving anymore. Kassan, you probably stumble back a little bit, feeling kind of very nauseous. Like nearly...
Yeah.
Actually, make a test of Constitution, not throw up.
Okay. I'm sorry. Test of Constitution.
Yeah, just a d6.
Okay, a D6. 3. I failed. So yeah, I've got to start throwing up.
Yeah, you basically start... Yeah, he starts throwing up. Of course, the power of your spell, of course, is fine. You don't have to... It's not like there's no concentration, so... The other ones are still there, and you can make short work of them if you guys come on the other side. But in the few minutes that takes, you see that Kassan is not well. You probably stop, puking, but roll 3d12.
Is that a poison, or what is it?
Not that you could suck out. It's I mean, meta. It's radiation poisoning, so no, it wasn't working.
11.
Yeah. Okay. So
Is that how
yeah,
much damage I take?
no, that's how many hours you have to live,
Oh, cool.
and you're going to go downhill as we progress. Like you're going to get worse as you go.
Okay.
Right now you can just play however you want, but yeah, eventually you'll start taking minuses and stuff if you keep moving forward. But you essentially have radiation sickness. Like already you probably puke, and then you reach up and like already some of your hair is falling out. It's like an extremely fast progressing.
Hmm.
Yeah. But you killed the bastard, so that's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're laying there dead. You can see that they've probably been here for a long time. In fact, since you saw the ship fly through the air, you even recognize, the way they're dressed, the shields that they use. Okay, actually, Brighild, as you come across the other side and you're kind of looking at these bodies and finishing them off, you notice that one of them, oh, which is so funny, actually, in a sense, because I think this is that you have the other one as well. One of
Has a
them has
potion of cure radiation.
no, unfortunately not. I wish has a shield that looks quite interesting. It's a large shield. It's gold chased. It is etched with Old Norse runes that indicate. Oh, do you speak Old Norse? I know that probably Uhtred does.
No.
Uhtred, do you speak Old Norse? You must.
I have common written down. I don't have Old Norse down.
But you're
Okay.
Viking, right?
You're a
I
Viking.
am
You
Viking.
probably, yeah, I'll say that you
For-
understand it at least enough to know. So you can see that this is basically etched runes that state that this shield was the shield of Cigarette Forkbeard,
Uhtred.
Forkbeard, yeah, yeah, and it indicates the supremacy of the frost giant Ymir, and it is quite a nice large shield.
Brighild will pick it up and hand it to Uhtred and go, I believe this is something that you should carry. This will work well with you and your ancestors.
Uhtred his eyes would just go big, and he would go down onto one knee and say, "Thank you, Brighild. Thank you very much."
Yeah, it's quite
Brickhill
beautiful.
get. Uhtred gets all the cool gifts.
He does actually, yeah. Yeah, as you look at it, like compared to everything else that these people have these zombies had, like it was all torn up and ruined and stuff. And the shield, once you kind of wipe off some of the zombie guts off of it, it's like practically pristine. It's clearly an artifact of great power.
We'll say that Uhtred would stand and he would go over to Kassan, and Uhtred's feeling a lot of shame right now for running, and he would get down on both of his knees and say to Kassan, "Kassan, please forgive me for running away during battle. I've taken much damage and I feared for my life."
Kazan just kind of like taps Uhtred's shoulder and says, well, I guess now we're even. And he's kind of referencing Zimbala.
Uhtred would nod and stand and put his hand on Kassan's shoulder and just kind of smile.
We all notice the effects of Kassan, right?
Yeah, he's definitely very sweaty and pale. And considering he probably hasn't taken that much damage, so I mean, he is hurt, but
I'm down to 1 HP.
that's true. Yeah, that'd be right because you don't have any injury. So he's actually pretty beat up, but yeah, he definitely looks very sick. He looks feverish, for sure.
Brighild will go over to him and say, if our cleric would have been here, I don't know if there was anything he could do for you. You seem to suffer from something that these creatures had, but my question to you would be, if this continues to affect you and say it turns you into one of them, I can make your death quick if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say Kassan. He knows, that, he feels this thing in his bones. He doesn't know what's wrong with him, but he feels this stuff in his blood. So he's gonna hand his silver dagger to Brighild and say, "I figure you're gonna need this more than I will." And he's gonna take his backpack and his belt pouch and stuff, start handing them to the party. And he's gonna say, only thing I ask is for my memory, my holy symbols, especially the one of silver and this one of gold. Don't sell them. Give them back to the temple or keep them as memorials, but don't just sell them for their value.
Oh, I would not
And
do that. I would not do that, Kassan.
and then he'll say to Brighild, how about one more drink for the road, friend?
Well, of course, you can have as much as you want, but I just want to be prepared if you start to turn into one of these creatures. I do not want to see you do that. I will do what I have to.
He nods. He's gonna take one more drink, and then before anyone can say anything, he's gonna take his falcata and shove it into his heart. I mean, he doesn't know what's happening. Talking about turning, he feels this stuff in his blood. That's probably what he thinks about.
Okay. All right, maybe that's what you want to do. Yeah. So Kassan, ends his life. Actually, make an attack roll. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You almost do it. You stab the
Yeah.
wrong spot. Critical fail. Yeah. So you run your. I mean, with only one hit point left, anyways. You run your sword through yourself, and you drop to the ground. You guys see him fall. He's sweaty and pale as the life kind of fades from him. Yeah. So you're standing in this place with a bunch of defeated zombies, and one fallen party member.
I do not believe we need to touch the bodies of these creatures. What if they bit into Kassan and made him terribly sick? But maybe we should not even touch them. What if they hold some type of terrible disease that can pass on just by touching them?
I think you're right, Brighild. And Panista wipes a couple of tears. She says, but I will honor his wishes and try to find a temple if I get out of here to donate these symbols in Kassan's name.
I'm assuming there are lots of rocks around. So we're in a mine, or
Well, this area is actually pretty well structured. If you go back underneath the portcullis, yeah, it's like more rough out there. But in this area, not really. I mean, you could probably knock something off the wall, and you can see, by the way, if you didn't notice on roll 20, I opened it up, that there's another one of these like shafts going down.
So Uhtred will look at Brighild and say, "So you don't think we should touch even Kassan's body?"
Well, we could. Panesta, you have those gloves, correct?
I do, yes.
Maybe you should put those gloves on first.
If I were to put Kassan's body on my old shield, would I be able to slide him underneath the portcullis?
Yeah,
His body.
sure.
So what Uhtred would do is he would do that with the assistance of the gloves from Panesta, and he would pull him out into the other part of the room where there are bigger, some stones, and he would build a cairn, at least over his body.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely do that. As you're kind of finishing, you break off some of these like stalagmites and stalactites that are laying on the ground. You build this cairn, and as you're kind of laying the last stone on, the light was giving your sword the power of Rel fades into darkness as Kassan is taken. And the last of his magics are gone.
I did too leave his sword in his hand. While laying on his body, so he can go to Valhalla.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Well, I mean, your sword was lit up, so now you guys. I mean, you have a chance. I'm not going to put you in the dark. You could light a torch or whatever. But he had that light spell on your sword.
Yes, right.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe this is a good place to end it today. You want to end the session, guys, because Crystal's kind of just dead, and you're also beat up. You may want to go to the surface. I know Uhtred's.
Yeah.
I was looking at those hit points going down, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, you can climb back out, and remember that when you rest at night, you get a hit die back, and plus you get a cleric back at the camp and stuff, so you can probably get a little recovery.
And when you crawl back up the shaft, coming out of the tunnel ahead is another character.
Yes, let's return back to the camp and regroup. This expedition has been nothing but trouble so far and nothing to show for it.
And I don't even know if what we're looking for is worth finding.
Well, you would know. I mean, just in case you didn't pick it up as well, I'll make sure it's clear that these zombies, their eyes glowed bright green.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's why I
and,
did.
and also that's a +2 shield. So you found something. Did you want to take that silver and stuff from that first room as you leave, or no? You're just gonna leave it.
The silver coins, Brickhild would
Yeah.
not bother them. I mean, that she'd leave
Okay.
that to Uhtred and Panessa, but she thinks that belongs to the dead that out of that ship, so she's not going to bother them. But that's up to Uhtred and Panessa if they wanted to.
Okay,
Not right now, I don't think.
No.
fair enough. Okay, so you'll just leave with what you got, and you're leaving Kazan down there.
Woodward's pretty beat up. He just needs a rest at this point.
Yeah, you can definitely climb out and, following those ropes that you had left, and you climb back up to your donkey. You've been down here a few hours. Of course, the sun's still up. But you did all that adventuring, and it's only noon. No, it's like the middle of the day. By the time you slowly work your way back up to the donkey and head back to camp to tell Vul the story, which I guess we can deal with next session. So thanks, guys. That was sad. I actually thought that Kazan might have gone 2 sessions ago, and he valiantly survived. So, all right, we'll figure it out next time, guys, and we'll talk to Vul and see what he thinks about the zombies, if you tell him or not.
Feel pretty bad about it. I think if Woodward would have stayed in there, that wouldn't have happened.